of television's most memorable characters. It's 1994, and he's about to do it again. Bill Cosby as you've never seen him before.
You've been reading about me.
In a world premiere mystery.
All of our suspects are dying.
Solving crimes the Cosby way.
You gonna be in there long?
The Cosby Mysteries, NBC Monday.
This is the Prudential Halftime Report, brought to you by the Prudential. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
Welcome back to the Boston Garden, where they are setting up for the Kevin McHale halftime ceremonies. Marv Albert, Matt Gukas, Ahmad Rashad. It's the Celtics with a 55-45 lead over the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Gamble, Dino Radja, each with 10. Robert Parrish has 8 points. Cedric Ceballos leading the Suns with 9. So, in a moment, the ceremony honoring Celtic great Kevin McHale. That's after a message from Prudential and a word from the end.
Gingerbread molding. Colonial columns. A stained glass window. A white picket fence. Owning your own home is still a big piece of the American dream. One of America's most innovative real estate networks can help you put the pieces together. No matter which door you want to enter, which window you want to look out of. Peace of mind. It comes with every piece of the rock.
If you desire something, you want it so bad, nothing can stop you. In basketball, you want to win. In school, you want to graduate. It won't just happen like that. You have to want to work for it. To get that diploma, you got to earn it. Make graduation your ultimate goal. Stay in school.
And we are just about set for the start of the halftime ceremonies honoring Kevin McHale. So we will turn it over to one of the Celtic greats and the television voice of the Boston Celtics, Tommy Heinsohn. Let's go to the floor.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Such ceremony. Another worthy Celtics great will have his number retired, and it will join those of 18 others who have been honored in a similar fashion. Kevin McHale, number 32. The man of the hour, joined by his wife, Lynn, his daughters, Kristen and Sasha, and his sons, Mikey, Joey, and the newest addition, Tommy, I like that name, and his mother, Josie. Number 32, Kevin McHale. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all seen Kevin McHale's great moves in the pivot. The slippery eel. You're watching him squirm today. But we do have a number of presentations to make and a short time in which to make them. So we need to keep this moving along. And first, let me introduce David Stern, the Commissioner of the National Basketball Association, to make a presentation.
Kevin, I get to represent the fans on this one to say thank you. Thank you for 13 spectacular years that made Boston Garden the place of NBA playoffs and finals. Thank you for being one of the great low-post players in the history of the game and joining what's-his-name on one of the great front lines in the history of our wonderful game. And I also get to say thanks from the media for that extra line, for the extra few minutes for the interview, for a consideration that's extraordinary, for which you'll always be remembered. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you at the Hall of Fame, and it's my honor to give you this first coin set of the Kevin McHale Commemorative Collection.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. And standing with Kevin today are his family, who have been a great source of inspiration and strength to Kevin throughout his career and his life. At this time, the Senior Executive Vice President of the Celtics, Dave Gavitt, will present a unique and specially designed watch with Kevin's number 32 on its face to Kevin, Lynn, Kristen, Mikey, Joey, Sasha, and Tommy. I love that name. And another watch will be returning to Minnesota with the McHales for Kevin's father, Paul, who could not be here today. Dave? Next, Celtics Executive Vice President and General Manager Jan Volk is presenting a spectacular emerald and diamond pin to Kevin's mother, Josie, and a similar pendant to Kevin's wife, Lynn. Today, number 32 joins two other numbers on the third banner of honor, which will hang from these Boston Garden rafters. Those numbers were worn by two guys who already know very well what it all means. They have stood before you under similar circumstances. Ladies and gentlemen, the men who will share their banner with Kevin, Larry Bird and Dennis Johnson.
Scripture says number 32 has now joined those of the other Celtic legend raised above the garden parquet. I'm sorry, Kevin, but that's all we could afford today. But it's been a great honor over the last 13 years that we played with you, DJ, I think for what, 6 or 7? And what a teammate. And congratulations, and now that you have joined us high above courtside, say congratulations to you and your family, and what a ride it was.
Thank you, Larry.
The third member of the Big Three. You know who that is. And here he is to present Kevin with a framed uniform jersey bearing his number 32, signed by the other two members of the greatest front court to ever play in the league. This year's team captain, the Chief, Robert Parrish.
Kevin, it was a pleasure playing with you all those years. We had a lot of fun together, kicked a lot of butt. So you won't forget the big three. We'd like to dedicate the jersey to you. Autograph from Larry and myself. From Larry to the best posted player in the history of the NBA. Best wishes from Larry. And also for me, keep talking and don't lose your sense of humor. All right, I'd like to wish you and your family the very best in the future.
Next, I present to you the man who made this day possible by engineering one of the greatest deals in the history of the NBA, the leprechaun himself, Red Auerbach. Thank you, Tommy.
You know, these 18 people up there had a lot to do with making the Celtics the name and what they were liked all over the world. But I'll tell you something. You people out there had as much to do with it. I want to thank you for that. You know, I was talking to Kevin before we came out here, and if he knew this was going to happen and be like this, he was going to come back next year and then retire again a couple more years. Thanks. I want to thank you on behalf of Kevin. I want to thank Kevin for what he's given to the Celtics. He personifies everything we dreamed about of being a Celtic player. My thanks, Kevin, and lots of luck to you.
And now, folks, let's hear from Mr. Inside himself. Ladies and gentlemen, a man who has always been willing to say a few words. Number 32, Kevin McHale.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. There are so many people that you want to thank. I had 13 of the best years of my life standing in this building and playing in front of all you people. It's so hard to thank each and every one. I'd really like to thank my family, my beautiful wife, Lenny, and my 5 kids who have made being out in Boston so much fun with everybody that we've met. My mother, who gave me all the love and attention any little boy could need, and she gives all the support any man could ever have. I'd like to say a special thanks. I'd like to say a special thanks to my dad, who gave me so much, and he's not here right now, but I know he's watching. So, Dad, I tell you what, I've never been up on the rafters without you. I love you, and I'll see you when I get home. You know, I look back on my career here, and it just went so fast. I played with such great players. I mean, you talk about the Tiny Archibalds, the Cedric Maxwells, the Robert Parishes, the Larry Birds, Danny Ainge, DJ, Bill Walton, Seasting. I mean, those are names of players that can play the game. When we played the game, I thought the way it should have been played. When we were all healthy and we were getting after it, I knew every single night that we stepped on the court that we were going to give it our best shot. And a lot of times those were championship years, but I was lucky enough to win 3 of them here. And those were absolutely the best days of my life. You know, going up there with the numbers of the people who have been retired, it means so much that I got a chance to know those people. There's very few organizations where you get a chance to know all the older players. I know everybody that was on the banner except for Walter Brown. And I tell you what, it's more than the numbers of the players that were playing. It's the people that were inside those jerseys. They were so great people. They won. They were the type of people that you wanted to be like. When you won a championship and you saw Kuz and you saw Tommy Heinsohn, they had big smiles on their face. It was a continuation of what they had done. It was all a continuation of what Red started many, many years ago. So it's just... It means so much to me to go up there with those people, not only as players, but as the human beings that they are. And, you know, I don't know, it seems like it was just yesterday that I was out here playing. It doesn't seem like it was a half a year ago, but the best times of my life were spent on this parquet floor. And I remember the first time I came out here, I looked around and I thought, man, this looks a lot better on television. But it'll be a very, very sad day when this building goes, because I have so many memories here, and all those memories were made so much better by all of you people. And I can't thank you enough for making me feel like a Bostonian for 13 years and giving me all the support. And I tell you what, you made it easy to come on this court and play. I played hurt a lot, but I came out here, I looked in the stands like I did today, and it was all worth it. Thank you very much.
And a tradition that has bridged generations of Celtic players. Number 32 goes to the Raptors.
continues to stand and cheer for Kevin McHale as number 32 now joining the other numbers looking down at the Boston Garden parquet. Kevin McHale has had a magnificent career, 13-year run, including 3 NBA titles, 7 All-Star games, 6 selections to the all-defensive team. Halftime in Boston, the Celtics lead the Suns 55-45. A look at the first half right after these messages from your local station.
This has been the Prudential Halftime Report.